Previously on Deck of Many Aces.
But what you do notice is that this crystal, it looks like it's sort of pushing out this necromancy magic. You throw it out the window and it shatters in the same way that it has for the others. And then you hear a rumbling below your feet. You do find a hole leading downwards. With the light, you can see there are like things carved into the wall. You're not sure what they're trying to do exactly, but they're doing something, and something quite big. There is this mass of it looks similar to this black gunge. It's being held in the centre by various ropes.
I'm just now asking myself, in quite a worried way, whether this might have been a prison.
All of you are going to need to roll initiative.
Need to fight, finally.
You are paralysed while trapped inside of this thing.
Yaia's gonna die.
Hello and welcome to Deck of Many Aces, an actual play D&D podcast made with actual asexuals. Oh, there was a brom in there.
A brom.
A hard O.
Wom.
Okay, I am Eiriol. I am your DM, your demisexual. Oh god. This is the hardest thing in the world. This is the hardest bit about
mandolin.
This is it.
Thank you. I gotta say, props to me for doing it every week.
Yeah. Every week?
Sorry, that was so arrogant.
Did you know I'm the best DM?
Shut up.
If you're thinking of them every week, I am concerned of why you're struggling every time we record.
That's right, roast me. Re-establish the correct order of things.
I am your demisexual mandolin.
Nice.
Who do we have here playing as the players? Also, I use she, they pronouns. I forgot to say that last time. But yes, who do we have here?
Hello, I'm Chloe. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Yaia Akikt, who is an Aarakocra ranger, is currently dead and buried in goo. And she uses she, her pronouns as well.
Hi, I'm Ellie. I totally forgot that I was second again. And I am playing Gambol, who is a changeling wild magic sorcerer, who is wildly unqualified for this position and is making some seriously chaotic moves. So essentially, it's just me being myself in my daily life, but with extra mania. And we both use she, her pronouns.
I think it's me next.
Is it me?
Yes, Katie.
Yep. Hi, I'm Katie. I use she, her, all them pronouns, and I am playing Jacob, who is a warlock. Much to his dismay.
Are there any warlocks that aren't warlocks to their dismay?
Very few.
Hey, Delphi is perfectly happy with being a warlock, mainly because they don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Yep. That tracks.
They are either unhappy or unaware.
It is I, Nathan, special guest, using he, him pronouns, and playing the changeling clockwork soul sorcerer Gimbal, who uses he, they pronouns, and is currently disguised, sort of, as a changeling, instead of their normal disguise of a tiefling. But that's neither here nor there.
That's lore for another day.
Wait, are they not a changeling?
Cool. What?
Cue banter.
Did you just say cue banter?
There was a silence.
We
Yeah, I
can't
was going to fill the silence
with gender fluid.
with what?
It's.
No.
I think it's because
Spinal fluid.
we're all we're all very aware that this is a 6-shot as God intended, as Jeebus intended, but
Homestuck alert!
we
Homestuck
need
alert!
to like.
I'm gonna whack you with the anti-Homestuck newspaper.
Jeebus
that
isn't a
what that
Homestuck
is?
thing,
I
right?
think it might be. I think Katie's right.
No, I've heard Jeebus before that. That's not strictly a Homestuck thing.
I wasn't intentionally referring to Homestuck, but here I am, outed and atted. Anyway, I guess the point is we are.
As you came into the world, outed and acted.
That's horrendous.
I don't know why, it makes no sense, but I love it.
The best things make no sense.
Listen, we're fighting a living Gunge pit, so
The non-binary
bets are
Gunge
off.
pit.
Dun,
The
dun,
non-
dun.
I nearly said the non-binary bunch.
that is also accurate.
Non-binary.
It is a non-binary.
Oh,
Ooh, okay, I'm collecting myself.
okay. You're in the middle of a fight with a Gunge pit that's dubiously sentient.
I love that that's essentially all that happened last episode. How?
No, it's other things.
Found out there was a
happened.
magic
You talked
circle.
a lot.
I cast
That's
Identify
true.
on my party member.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I cast Identify. I could cast Identify on this stuff. I could cast it on the hole that goes in, and
You
it'd be
can
like,
cast
what is
Identify on
this?
the entire world.
You could cast it on yourself.
I think, doesn't Identify take like 10 minutes standing?
Only
one
if it's a
minute.
ritual.
Okay, cool. You can stand there for
10 rounds.
Please,
And to find out that it's a non-binary Gunge pit.
Yeah.
That's how it identifies. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm going to
Excellent.
use that next time someone casts Identify. Like,
Yes.
this is a trans mass.
You get how it identifies. You get its pronouns. You get
Yeah.
You get it. It's romantic orientation, it's sexual orientation,
Yeah.
all the details.
the alignment has really changed over the years.
Don't.
Are
Gary
you,
Gygax
are
is
you
son
lawful
will-
gay or neutral gay?
I
Okay,
am
I'll
chaotic
take
gay.
I was about to say, I don't
No,
think
No,
there's any
it's,
doubt.
it's
Oh,
disaster functional or distinguished.
No. I have a thing, a T-shirt that's gender lawful, gender neutral, gender chaotic.
Ah, there we go.
Ooh.
That's the one.
I think I'm gender neutral. Let's
Okay.
move on from that.
Let's move on. Let's not have a gender crisis in podcast.
Let's not cast Identify on
That's
yourself.
a special Patreon extra.
Oh my god, do you reckon you can use Identify spell to figure yourself
exactly have
out?
a
Like,
gender-
instead of going to like a gender clinic, you go to find a cleric to sort of cast Identify on you.
Find the nearest sorcerer.
I'm
What
a
am I?
You don't go to the gender clinic, you go to the gender cleric.
Yes!
Um,
Oh my god.
And there's only one in the whole land.
Oh, rip. Don't.
God,
That's too close to
to
home.
real life.
Ugh.
Gunge
Gunge
pit.
pit.
Gunge bit.
Okay, you're in the middle of combat.
Somehow less
Yaia
distressing.
has just been yanked down into the gunge by a
Yep.
zombie.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the zombie gunge pit has turns because that's when the hunger of Hadar that's on it is going to activate. And
Yeah, so this is only affecting that's only affecting the big gunge in the middle.
yeah,
not
but
the gunge
when
that
it's
is
the when
grabbing
it's the
Yaia.
center gunge's turn, that's when it's going to
Yes,
be damaged.
it will.
So I'm hoping it has turns.
Talking of center gun.
Oh no.
Here it goes.
Oh,
Oh, it's not the center gunge's turn. You're fine. Yeah. Instead, it's one of the other undead turns, and they are going to move towards. I think Gambol. No, not Gambol. Gimbal is closest to them at the moment.
That doesn't sound
It's hovering.
incorrect.
Yeah.
He
And
moved
they are
forward.
going to walk towards you and just hit you real hard with their fists.
Gunge punch.
That is a 20, not natural, just a dirty 20.
Oh, it's a gunge pit. Of course it's a dirty 20, and of course it hits.
Oh.
So a wet thwack.
Then it deals 8 damage. Cool. And that's the end of its turn. That's all it does.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm not quite bloodied.
Yeah. Now it's the center
Nice.
gunge's
Oh
turn.
god, how squishy are you? Oh god, you're so squishy.
The center gunge needs to take
Yes.
2d6 cold damage.
Cool.
It's starting its
Chloe.
turn in that area.
Chloe, you had a question.
Yes.
I roll 2d6 on it. That's a 2 and a 3. That's 5 cold damage on.
That's easy. Okay.
Did you say I'm paralyzed, not grappled?
You're paralyzed.
How do I not be?
So it is like covering you. Generally, what? So you could try and fight it. Like you're paralyzed in the sense that you can't really do anything outside of trying to get away from it. But it's going to be really difficult.
Okay.
Someone else could try and help you get away with it, or you could kill it. You're not going to be able to kill it.
Right, yes. I
you're
was about to say that. I was like, I can't do anything.
But someone else could.
Yes.
Feasibly.
Okay.
Sadly, you're the first in the turn order, so.
So I missed what was happening then. Did the gunge do anything?
The gunge hasn't done anything. It is the gunge turn now.
No, I was just asking about paralyzed.
Okay.
But it's okay because I've had my first turn, and that's the thing that I do all my stuff on.
If if the gunge has ended its turn in the tentacle area, it also takes more damage.
Isn't it? It should only be one per turn, right?
Any
Can't grow up
Oh
it does
my God.
twice.
any
Okay.
creature that starts its turn in the area
Okay,
takes
it
2d6
can't
cold
move,
damage, and
so
any
it just.
creature that ends its turn in the area must take a dex save or 2d6 acid damage.
Cool. So it.
If it can't move, surely it fails a
it
dex
can't
dex
move. It will automatically fail a dex save. So just roll it all in one go, and we'll do it from there. But
That is 9 acid damage.
okay.
As milky, otherworldly tentacles rub against
Oh,
it. I'm quoting.
this is the worst
I'm,
spell.
I'm quoting the spell.
I'm never letting anyone take this spell ever again. Okay. It is the gunge's turn, and it is going to target Gambol with a spell.
What up?
And you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh,
Counterspell.
that is.
This is not a spell. This,
Said it was a spell.
Oh,
yeah,
did
it's
say
not a
that,
spell.
didn't
I
you?
just misspoke.
Okay, then I can't spell. Then I can't counterspell it.
I was reading it wrong, and then I realised it was not a spell.
Counterspell.
okay. I'm gonna give myself advantage.
Cool.
That is a 16.
Cool. Yeah, you're fine. You feel the gunge pull, start to climb up your legs and start to pull you down in a similar way that the undead did to Yaia, but you kind of shake it off and move away from the point that was pulling you down, and it's still rising up, and then it kind of folds in of itself and falls flat again.
Oh, I'm so glad I
Yummy.
know how to fly.
Yeah, Yaia was too, and then
Oh.
She can't fly anymore.
and
Rip.
then it is the second undead that isn't strong, that isn't wrapped around Yaia's turn, and they are also going to move towards Gimbal and just hit him with a fist. And that is a 22. I believe that hits.
It does.
Oh,
Yes.
You believe that hits.
Cool. And that's another 8
Yes, it
damage.
hits.
Okay, Gimbal's still up.
Nice.
Good to know.
By how much?
Well, Yaia's the one with the healing spells, so you better be up. If you go down, Jacob can't do anything for you.
Cool. And it's not Yaia's turn next. Instead,
Yep. I can't do anything.
yeah, I mean, that is one part of it. But also, you see this mass in the middle start to fluctuate again, start to move, and and
Is it another
Don't like that.
Yaia is going to take 5 necrotic damage.
No.
Is that it having a turn? Is it having another turn?
Nope. Yeah,
Lair
baby,
action.
Lair actions.
Yeah, I was going to say top of initiative.
Bottom of initiative in this case. Legendary actions
yeah.
top, I believe. I might be wrong, but it's the bottom of
I
initiative.
thought legendaries is whenever you want, but yeah.
I think legend is whenever you want, and I think a lair automatically rolls a 20, so it doesn't necessarily go first.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually, yeah.
I've done the opposite, because I think it's more fun to have it at the end.
This is a homebrew campaign, it's fine.
Yeah, baby!
Okay, Yaia, your turn.
I can't, I'm incapacitated.
Yes, you can try and escape from the thing.
I'll do that. How do I, what should
Roll
I
a
roll?
strength check.
Strength check. Ugh, not good at that. 15.
No.
You add 4.
Oh.
Oh, why?
Because I've just used Bend Luck, so I've just used 2 sorcery points. So I've rolled a d4 and I got a 4, and you get to add that on an ability check or a saving throw, an attack roll, ability check or saving throw.
Nice, I'll use that.
As a bonus. So
It did sound you were like, you had 4, and I was expecting you to say, you just do, I'm cheating, do it.
I'm just checking that I don't get any advantage because they're like undead, but I don't
think so. You break 3 of this creature, thankfully.
to break 3.
And
Is that my action, I guess?
Yes, yeah. You're no longer paralyzed. The creature is now in front of you, but you can't do anything specifically.
Nice. No, because I think the only thing I can do as a bonus action is 2-weapon fighting, and I can't do that if I can't attack.
Yes.
So there's nothing else I can really do. Nice.
Gambol, your turn.
Damn. Okay. Well, my sort of MO was going to be to make sure that Yaia's okay, mostly because I don't have any healing, therefore I can do nothing for Gimbal, who doesn't have that many HP left.
I mean, you did help her get out.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, is that now I've done that, I'm like, oh, now what do I do? What have I got in front of me?
So yeah, they're the 3 undead, the one that was on Yaia, who's looking a little peaky, but looked stronger than the other 2 before. There's the big thing in the center. There are the cords that are tying it to the space around it.
Okay. Okay. What went for... Oh my gosh.
The 2 undead went for Gimbal. So there's 2 undead on.
Okay, so my logic, and feel free to contradict me, y'all, but like, I feel like if we wipe out the non-binary Gunge pit, the undead might be weakened or like less effective. Is that an unreasonable assumption to make?
I think that's a good assumption.
Yeah, go for it.
Whether it is a good idea, I don't know.
I can try and hit the zombies next if you want to.
That's not what I'm asking. People can feel free to do whatever they like. I think I'm going to
You're going to destroy the non-binary Gunge pit.
I think I'm gonna cast an empowered fireball.
Yes!
Set it on fire!
Okay.
The wet gun set it on fire.
Yeah, the Gungy boy.
Hey, you never know.
The Gungy person. I'm so sorry. I misgendered the Gunge.
Honestly, if the Gunge is flammable, it's not going to be good for you because you are standing in and surrounded
I'm
by the
floating.
gun.
I don't
but,
care.
like, it could.
I was going to say, I don't think Gambol thinks things through that much.
Of course she doesn't.
Jacob's fine. Jacob's got fire resistance.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna roll 8d6, but then because I'm doing it as an empowered spell, I get to re-roll 4 of the dice if I decide. If I am like any. So
Cool.
this is gonna take a second and is gonna require some
Yes.
mathsing and some rolling. So this is gonna be bad audio.
I found what I was
apologise.
thinking in that I have advantage on saving throws, but only against my greater favored enemy, which is constructs. I should have put them the other way around. But yeah,
No, you get
it just
them on
says stat for greater
Um,
favored. That one. That everything else is
both.
both.
I'm pretty sure there is a thing that's like all the effects from greater favour.
Oh no, you're right. I think
Effect.
there is. I didn't write that down, but
Yeah.
I remember reading it now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was looking at playing a ranger. You get it for both because it would be really weird to be like, yeah, you're just worse with the thing you started off with, but not the thing
Okay,
you.
so I rolled a 2, a 3, a 5, a 3, a 4, a 2, a 6, and a 1, and I'm gonna re-roll the 1, the 2, the 2, and the 3, and I have to take the new rolls.
Okay.
Okay. It's already better. That's a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Add it all up
Okay,
and tell me.
this is gonna take a minute. Apologies.
Elevator maths music. Do, 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 do,
This
do,
particular metamagic and spell combination is anytime I'm playing a fire sorcerer, this is exactly what I do as well.
Excellent.
It's just so
Oh,
broken.
yeah. Also, when you do like get the feat that allows you to focus fire damage, and then you can also just.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
I have one character who's got the fire draconic lineage as well, so you get to add additional fire damage anytime you do fire damage.
Damn.
I love
So
that.
that's 36 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to convert some spell slots to sorcery points. So not anything particularly
Sure.
exciting, and that's my go.
Gimbal, your turn. You are surrounded by two.
Okay, I need a GM ruling on a plan. So I would like to use Quickened Spell and activate Witch Bolt. But Witch Bolt has already been cast, so I'm not using a spell slot.
I think activating it takes a bonus action, if I'm not
It says action.
mistaken.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's action.
Oh, it says action. That's wild.
So if
That's
I use,
stupid.
if I use my action for Witch Bolt, can I then use Quicken Spell for a spell slot spell?
I think you should be able to. Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
The spell's already being cast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If it's about spell slots, yeah, that's fine. You're not, as long as you're not casting two spells in the same turn that token.
Okay, so first I'll activate Witch Bolt, which is connected to the Gunge Pit.
Yeah. Roll that damage.
26 lightning.
Oh my.
Yes.
It's 3d12 because I cast it as a 3rd level spell.
Which bolt
Oh
is
my
I'm
good?
God.
so afraid the Gimbal's gonna do a ton of damage and then it's just gonna die.
It's 8 plus 9 plus 9.
There's a chance. What's the other spell?
So the other spell I'm doing is I am going to use 2 sorcery points and cast... Oh no, I don't have to use my sorcery points to do that. Oh, the 2 sorcery points are for Quickened, right.
Yeah.
There it is. Those are gone. And I'm casting Protection from Evil and Good on myself.
Good choice.
What does that do?
All undead have disadvantage when attacking me.
Good.
Okay, cool. That's
Very
to
good.
know. Cool. And that's for 6 rounds, I'm guessing, right?
That's for 10 rounds, and I am now officially out of spell slots.
Oh, buddy.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Or the undead identifies.
But Witch Bolt is still going.
Yeah.
Jacob, your turn.
I am. Do I use my other spell slot? What does Hex actually do? Does someone who knows what Hex does actually tell?
Hex is good.
Hex makes you better at damaging
Yeah.
a single target. And it's a bonus action spell, I believe, so it's
Hex
fine.
is very useful.
Yeah.
Delphi basically has a hex, but it's feature wrong.
I would also like to say, just as a thing, in order to get my Tides of Chaos back, I will need to roll on the Wild Magic table, so anytime you would like me to do that, Eiriol, I think I have to cast a spell, but like, if you want me to do that instead of rolling a
Yeah,
d20,
sure.
that's there.
I will always
Yep.
forget about wild magic because I have. a
Me
lot of
too!
things
I just
going on.
we went past my roll and I was like, oh, dang it! So, yeah, I'm just reminding myself
Yeah.
and you.
If you ever want to roll wild magic on the wild magic table, do just roll
Right.
for
Right.
it. Yeah. Because
Ellie
I
stays
will not-
quiet, and then halfway through someone else's turn, wild magic!
Wild
Wild
magic.
magic, baby! Wild magic!
Yeah,
Okay,
I am... Wait, are undead resistant to necrotic?
depends on the undead. You have no idea.
No, I'm not gonna hex. I know I probably should, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
There it is.
On
I'm
Big
gonna
Roy
cast
or
it.
one of the-
I get 2 beams of Eldritch Blast, and I'm gonna cast it on the 2 undead that are hanging around, 1 on each.
Cool. Yeah. Roll.
Okay,
for
I need
both.
to roll to hit, don't I? Because that's how attacks work.
Yeah,
That's a 16 plus 7. And
that hits.
9 plus 7. Okay.
That also hits.
And
then roll damage.
so do they look like noticeably different in their damagedness?
So there's the strong one that Yaia is next to, which is looking a bit peaky. The
Okay,
other two haven't been hit yet.
So the one that is looking peaky, I'm gonna hit with 9 force damage and 3 fire damage.
Cool, it's down.
Excellent. That was the
Nice.
the point. The other one I'm gonna hit with 13 force damage.
Cool, that one's still up.
Okay. And that was my turn, and I don't think that I can. There's anything
Okay.
useful for me to do with my bonus action, so I am done.
It is the ones you just hit turn. Gimbal, you didn't move or anything, right?
No opportunity attacks for me.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, they are just going to get normal attacks instead, but they have disadvantage, so you might be better off.
Can I-
So that's...
Give them guidance for dodging? No, that doesn't.
No, that doesn't work.
It's an
We're
ability
not
check
playing
for that, isn't it?
Shadowrun. So they get a 14,
That just misses.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
the other one gets a... Oh, and that one, so that also...
Oh, thank God.
Well done.
Yeah,
Definitely
how does it
worth
feel?
What's that?
I said, how does it feel? Not once.
Oh, I thought you said cast shield, and I was like, I don't have any spell slots.
No.
I shouldn't have rolled those together, but that's fine. It's the big blob in the middle. Actually, it really doesn't matter. It's the big blob in the middle's turn.
And it takes
And-
Hunger of Hadar damage.
Yes, roll the damage in one big go.
Excellent.
We'll make slurping and whispering noises while you do.
No, we don't have to do it, Ellie.
That's 4 cold damage, and I dropped it on the floor.
Okay.
I'm really enjoying that me and Nate are real life Gimbal and Gambol.
Vampires in Twilight make no sense.
It's 6 acid damage.
So how much damage? That's 10?
I forgot what numbers I said.
I'm going to say it's 9. Because that's what you get for not remembering.
No, I told it you separate because it's cold and acid separately.
Yeah, it doesn't have... I know that. I don't care.
I'm rolling 46 again out of nowhere. I can't remember what the last one was.
Eiriol, you have no power
This
here.
will stand. It's on roll 20 this time because that's what we get when we forget things. 10 and 5.
Go for a cheeseburger right now.
10 and 5. I've dropped my d6 on the floor now, so that's what
Okay.
we're getting.
So...
There's so much cursed audio on this.
The big blob in the middle is going to target Gimbal with the same thing that it targeted Gambol with. So make
No!
a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's a whole 8.
Yikes.
Cool, you fail.
That's. Does an 11 pass?
No, it does not.
I tried. Oh, Gimbal's gonna die.
Yeah, you become prone. You're on the ground. That's all. Just prone.
Oh, thank God for that.
It's slimy and horrible.
That's all. It's gross down here.
No, it's not going to be that bad.
I thought you were going to die.
I feel like Eiriol subscribes to my GM motto as well. Suffering is more interesting than death.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool. And then it is. Oh wow, this works out weirdly. You just rolled so well on initiative, and I rolled so badly. Cool. And then when you get pulled down by this gun that like rises up and wraps itself around you and pulls you down into the Gunge pool. You're becoming one with the Gunge pool, and as you get pulled down into the Gunge pool, you and I'm gonna say Yaia still takes this damage
Rudeness.
because you only just got out. You both take 12 necrotic damage.
No.
Gimbal's down.
Baby,
Oh.
unconscious. Right. I didn't do that much damage. I didn't kill you.
No, it was only a -2.
Cool. You're unconscious though. And it is Yaia's turn.
Oh, I had such a plan as well. Now I've got to come save you. No, it wasn't that much of a plan. And the one next to me is still up, right?
Yes. No, it got knocked down. You're free
Oh.
of everything.
Great! I'll go straight over to Gimbal then. No opportunity attack for me. Cure wounds on Gimbal. Which is... it's an 8. 8
Cool.
hit points for Gimbal.
Gimbal's back up.
Bonus
Immediately.
action.
Yay!
Bonus action.
There are 2 undead right next to you right now. One that's
Oh no, that's a spell, so I can't do what I was
Yeah,
going to do.
I suspect that I
Okay.
did lose concentration on Witch Bolt, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Okay, Gambol, your turn.
Okay, we've got Gunge Pit in the middle, and then
2 undead.
2 undead.
One looking worse for wear, the other one fine.
Where are they?
They're right next to Yaia and
Okay,
Fireball.
hey Gimbal!
Yeah?
Fetch! Gambol, I think, is probably, like, suddenly kind of goes a bit slack, and her eyes roll back into her head, and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands, but I'm gonna cast it through Gimbal.
Yes!
Hell
Okay,
yes.
At the
Okay, cool.
creatures.
That's a dex save.
Yes,
throw.
it is, and... do I use my dex, or do we use Gimbal's dex?
You use your spell saving
Dang,
throw.
fine.
I roll the dice though.
Okay. The question is, do I do... No, there's no point doing the empowered. Well, I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes.
What's your spell saving throw?
15.
Okay, cool. Both of them fail.
Yay! Okay. It's 3d6. Do I want to empower it and make it and, like, give me a better chance of rolling better, or do I just leave it, is the question. I'm gonna do it empowered. Might as well.
Okay.
So that's 2 and a 2 and a 5. So I'm gonna re-roll the 2s. And it's literally 1 better, so that's 10 damage.
So
2 sorcery points for...
10
10
damage.
damage. Cool. One of them's down. One of them gets
Yay!
knocked out.
Okay, that's
Then we
good.
have one thing left, plus the Gunge Pit,
You have
right?
1 undead plus the
Okay,
little boy.
I can now...
Oh, it's not a boy! They're not a boy!
No. The gun.
The Gunge is
This is the
non-binary.
gun.
B-O-I.
Undead are boys. This is how it works. And I can automatically, instead of rolling a d20, I can roll on the wild magic table, so I can get my sweet Tides of Chaos back. With your permission, Eiriol.
Sure. Yeah. Go for it. Roll.
That's how it works.
It's just you just roll your magic tables,
Yeah.
isn't it? You don't even roll
Yeah.
the d20.
So that's 81.
Okay. Okay.
How
that
derailed
is.
is this going to make things?
You can take 1 additional action
Oh,
immediately.
okay. Incredible. Then I'm gonna... Oh gosh. 1 action. What do I got? Okay, this is a DM rule.
Can she cast a
Technically, I've got a bunch of spells that are actions.
Yeah, you can do a spell.
I can do a spell.
Yeah.
Like it's not your. It is your turn, but it's not your
Okay.
turn. It is our turn.
I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt on the Gunge Pit.
Cool.
And am I gonna use another 2 sorcery points to make it an empowered spell? Yes, I am. Sorry.
How many sorcery points have you got?
I've got to use some bonus action to get some back by burning some spell slots. So it's not like an infinite thing. It's just so I've used burning
Not a good idea,
hands.
then.
Okay, roll your damage.
Roll the damage. Give me like 10 minutes to just do this. Apologies for the super good podcast time. That is rolling 8d6 and then rolling another 4d6.
See, this is why I have 8d6 in front of me, so that I can just roll 8 of them.
My d6 is on the ground now, and I can't be bothered to move.
That's a mood.
Also, it would make horrible rustly audio because I'm in bed.
This is a pretty good set, so I'm gonna re-roll 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. So that's a 5 and a 3. And a 3 and a 6. That's nice. Gonna be okay. Good lord. Okay. Okay. So that is. So Gambol does the whole weird sort of unconscious thing, casts Burning Hands through Gimbal, and then sends a streak of lightning towards the Gunge pit, and that does 38 damage.
Oh my god.
A couple of glass cannons over here.
I'm not even that much of a glass cannon though. I've got the same amount of HP as the tank.
Yeah, you've got...
Yeah, that's not my fault.
You're just horrendous. Is what it is.
Hey everyone, it's Ellie here. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. If you are, please consider checking out our supporter Acast link. This is like a virtual tip jar where you can just give us a little bit of a thank you in financial form. We obviously accept thank yous in non-financial forms, and you are in no way obligated to do this. It would just be a nice cool thing. All the proceeds of that go towards things like making a web domain, investing in merch, and also compensating the lovely, lovely PCs that I have on this show, because they're great, and they deserve all the love and all the riches in the world. You can find that at supporter.acast.com/deck of many aces, with spaces in between the words. There's also a link right at the bottom of the episode description. Also, do you have a podcast, TTRPG product, or Twitch stream that you think that the listeners of this podcast might be interested in? If you do, then why not use this space to advertise it? If you're interested in advertising your product here, get in contact with us at deckofmanyaces@gmail.com. Enjoy the rest of the show!
Cool. It is Gimbal's turn.
Oh, and I'm going to use a bonus action to do some more conversion because I'm running out of
cool.
stuff.
You can do that. Gimbal, your turn.
I suggest you run away with your turn.
To be fair, the two thralls that were attacking you, like, one is not looking great and the other one is dead. So,
Could probably kill it.
Oh, you do have cantrips, I guess. So it's not like you've got literally nothing. But
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. And I've still got... Well, do I still have protection from evil and good?
is that concentration?
Oh, it is. So Witch Bolt dropped as soon as I did that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You don't have either of them.
Okay.
I feel like there should be a twin thing where I can give you some, like, spell slots.
Let's try and get rid of it. I'm gonna Shocking Grasp the remaining undead in front of me.
Cool.
Ooh.
What is the thing? Is it attack?
It's an attack, 17.
That hit?
Get it. Kill it.
9 lightning.
Cool, it's down.
Yeah!
Just Big Boy in the middle.
Is Bit Boy next to me?
No, they're
Okay, good.
20 feet away from you, I think.
Okay.
Jacob, your turn.
okay, so So wait, do we have an undead up, or is it just the Gunge pit?
Just the Gunge pit, baby.
Okay,
All gun.
all the time. Okay.
Horrendous.
So I'm currently concentrating on. I think I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm a Eldritch Blast it. Or should I try and
Cool,
message
go for
it?
it.
Should I try and message it? Would that be good?
If
I
you
mean,
want.
you can, sure. Go for it.
You might get psychic damage.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's actually very likely. I'm not going to do that. That would be stupid.
Oh,
But it would be
fun, wouldn't it?
interesting.
It would, but I'm gonna.
It would be good for story.
Okay, if I do this and I die, it's your fault.
Okay. I take
But
that
we seem to be
responsibility.
mostly winning now, and I've got my spell going, so whatever.
We're here to make fun audio, not to survive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
guess.
Nate.
I'm
But
already
how do we
dead.
bring Jacob back for the sequel if he's dead, huh? But
We have necromancy.
Rise, my warlock, rise.
Yaia's dead already,
That's
so...
true.
I'm ominously floating in the air as I was before, and then I point towards the black gunge pit, and the black gunge pit hears me whisper, what shall I message this gunge pit?
New phone, who dis?
I was about to say, hi, you up?
Yes! That's the episode title. That's the episode title.
New gun, shoot.
You gun shooters.
Oh, that's better!
Anyway, I message them, what are you? Go away.
Okay, good shout.
You can reply in a whisper that only I can hear.
You're saying go away to the thing that's literally tied up and cannot move.
Go more existentially. Does it just do me psychic damage?
So you get a response that isn't just psychic damage.
Okay.
Yay!
I noticed you say it isn't just psychic damage. There is some psychic damage.
You'll find out.
Yeah.
And
It leaves you unread.
it is. What did you say? You said like leave, basically.
Yeah, and I asked it what it was. What
Okay,
they are.
I think what happens is it doesn't respond in terms of like you hear anything, but in response, you looking at this like black gunge, it starts to like consume your vision in the sense of like you get like tunnel vision to it, and you see behind it in the sense of there is something inherently past this creature, this thing. This is like and it gives you the impression that what you are looking at is not actually like anything that important.
Oh.
It is like the equivalent of a finger, right? And you are looking at what the body of this finger. Or maybe not even the body. You're not sure if you're looking at the body. You might just be looking at the hand.
Oh.
And
Fear. Jacob,
you take,
not happy.
So he looks no different from normal.
you look 50. You take 15 points of psychic damage.
15.
Yes.
I thought you meant 5-0 then. I was like, oh my god!
No. That would be a little too harsh.
I would be on the floor if that was the case. But I'm now only 27 hit points.
Oh my god, you're all so tanky. How?
Constitution, baby!
Yeah. I guess
took
when
the
you were
tough feat.
rolling, when you roll one-shotting, you're like, oh, I could just stack it on the stuff.
Okay,
that's
so
important.
like legitimately, the way that I did it is I rolled my stats and then I looked at what, like, because Nate did his before me. I looked at what Gimbal was good at and what Gimbal was less good at, and all of the things Gimbal was good at, I was like less good at, and all of the things that Gimbal was really good at. Wait,
That's actually a good
yes.
shout.
So basically, we complement
very
each other.
good.
So Gimbal's got good dex, and I've got terrible dex but good con, and yeah,
That tracks.
and strength.
Cool.
Nice.
It is the gun. Well, unless you've got something else to do.
Jacob was
is
just going to say, this is... He looks very, very scared, and he just says, like, this is only a bit of it. It's bigger than
Then
this
perhaps.
bit.
Then perhaps we should leave it alone.
Okay. On that note, it is the Gunge's turn.
Woo!
Hunger Padar.
And it needs to take some damage.
Yes.
Is there any point in me distinguishing between the two types of damage?
No. Just
Okay, yep. In that case, it is 4d6 cold and acid damage, and that is 17.
Okay. Cool.
Is it not down yet?
Nope.
Oh.
So what happens is you're a little too focused on this gun to notice that the gunge around you, the liquid gun rather than the solid gun.
It exists in multiple states of matter now.
Of course it does.
It has reached up and it has started to wrap itself around you in attempt to pull you down to the floor.
Oh no. I foresee a total party kill.
Roll a dexterity save.
Is he any good with dex? I've got +3 to dex. 19 plus 3.
Cool. You manage to. You realise and you float away.
I go upwards.
Yeah, that's a good shout. As this sort of pillar of gunge is going up, other things start to rise, and 3 more undead come out from the pit of gunge around you.
Mistake. I've made a mistake.
I knew that it, like...
They're not near you specifically, near...
Oh no, I mean
the
by
group as a
prodding
whole.
it with the message.
Sure, that was it.
That was your whole mistake of this entire thing.
We are 49 minutes into this. Are you sure you want to do this to us?
Yeah.
I am.
It's going to be like Rogue One.
Sure. I remember Rogue One.
That's the one where they all die.
That's not a good thing, Eiriol.
It's the one where they all die at the end.
Spoilers.
But they do get the thing.
Yeah. And then they go up to Yaia, Gambol, and one of them makes their way towards Gimbal, but can't. One of them makes their way towards Gambol, but can't get there, and they go up to Yaia and give an attack
No.
individually.
I had plans.
Oh, okay, cool. So
That was a bad
That
sound.
was a horrible sound.
Yep. Yep.
So one of them critted,
No!
and the other one got a 23, which obviously the crit one was against Yaia, by the way. So Yaia takes 12 damage.
Yaia dead.
and-
Phew. Nope.
and Gimbal takes 3. No, sorry, 5, not 3.
Gimbal is still up.
Cool.
Somehow, just.
It's Yaia's turn.
I'm currently debating whether to just heal myself, because I don't have many hit points left. But also, neither does anyone else, and I don't have that many spell
I have
slots
so
left.
much health. Don't worry about me. Gimbal's very peaky.
Surprisingly, the person who didn't run into the fight has the most.
Surprisingly, the chaotic one has actually engaged in non-self-destructive behaviour.
Hey!
It's because she's been distracted destructing everyone else.
Hehe.
Would you allow me to do an intelligence check and cast Cure Wounds? Or would that be an action?
What's the intelligence check for?
I would like to... I just want to try and figure out like how we can stop this thing, because if what Jacob says is right, then just like hitting it a lot is not going to do it. But also, like,
Okay, yeah.
this is very self-indulgent, but I'm going to get out my little medallion because, and I will share with everybody my bond, which is I found a medallion while searching the caves that I always carry with me. Since finding it, I've had the strong sense it's important somehow, but I'm not quite sure why.
You immediately drop it into the gun. No, you're fine. You still have your own full medallion.
But I think that's what she would do. She'd just get it out and be like, and sort of hold it up a little and study it and be like, is this related? As kind of part of it. But yeah, that can just be flavour if it's not related at all.
Okay. Roll So you can cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
on yourself, and
Nice.
also roll for an intelligence.
Okay, that is 5 whole hit points for myself, which puts me on a beefy 12.
Woo!
Beefy.
Beefy.
Ouch.
Okay, and then roll your intelligence check.
Oh god. Is this undead?
The big thing in the middle? No.
Mm-hmm. Damn it. Is it a construct?
No.
That was a wicked way of
More
saying
evil
no.
than that.
Uh,
Oh my
I
goodness,
can't
is this
argue
the
for
multi-skilled
history.
void operative?
No.
no. The multi-skill void operative is...
We're nowhere near that.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
that's in a specific place.
I mean, it might have moved.
It's a 10. If you allow me history, it's a 13. Or investigation, also 13.
Oh, yeah. Hitting it could work. It is suspended. Like, one of the things is that this... If it's not part of something bigger, then you're not sure where the bigger is from, right? You can kind of pick up that it's, like, otherworldly in that sense, but you're not sure, like... So maybe killing it will sever the connection to the rest of it, right? But also, it might not. And like part of that is because it's like it's suspended from a place. It's not like it's being held in a point by like actually something there. It has to be rigged up in this cabin.
I'll shout to the rest of them and I'll be like, okay, we either run or we hit it or potentially cut those ropes. And that's it.
Okay.
Cool. Gambol.
Okay. Is it really bad that like part of me just wants to like walk into the Gunge, see if I become one with the Gunge, and figure out what happens when I become one with the Gunge?
You take damage, that's what
I know.
happens.
I know.
Gimbal is like telepathically
Yes.
saying no.
You know to a certain extent, becoming one with the Gunge is not a good idea.
Literally the only thing that's stopping me is I was like, oh, I could do like feign death or something, but then I was like, that's
You
just
can't
not
feign
gonna
death
work.
if you're
I
already
wanted to do
dead.
something a bit more creative, but I don't.
That's just...
That's
I
just
did a really
death.
good job of feigning that.
I was gonna be like, what if I like feign death in front of it and then it like takes the anyway. That's not what I'm gonna do because I thought about it and I was like, no. Cut the ropes, you say?
I don't know, maybe.
I did not say that in character, but okay.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, that was
I thought you were.
I apologize. I didn't say it in character.
You asked a question, I answered.
You
I'm
answered
sorry.
in character, and I appreciate that. Gambol is gonna run. Well, how far away are the ropes?
So they're suspended in various places. There's some that like go to the floor, like around where you are. You can get to like maybe one of them
Okay.
on the floor, but the other ones are suspended from like the ceiling or the wall. So you have to do a range attack.
Okay. I am gonna. It's probably a waste of my go. I am going to pull out. I'm gonna run towards one of the ropes and pull out my special grow folk pruning shears.
Oh my
And I'm gonna
Okay, I will say the pruning shears are like like bonsai shit.
Oh, okay.
And these are like thick.
Fine.
roots of
I don't
Gunge.
do that because
It's a lovely idea, but it kind of impractical.
Gonna give it a
It's
haircut.
like trying to cut someone's arm off with like
tweezers.
Swiss Army knives. It's like that level of.
Fine. Oh gosh, I have no idea then. I think I will do a good old-fashioned chaos bolt towards. Or can I do something that's just a cantrip towards one of the ropes? Yeah, you know what? I'll cast firebolt. Can I get like
Cool.
more? No, it's just an object within range. Never mind. Okay. That is a 16.
Cool, that hits.
Cool. And that is fire damage that I will roll when I found my dice.
Uh,
That's a 10.
Yeah, it snaps. when you hit it, the fire manages to basically perfectly hit it where it goes through, and then it snaps back onto the gunge pile in the middle.
Does it seem to affect the gunge pile?
Yeah, you feel this cavern shift slightly. And
What have I done?
The gunge pile looks pretty worse for wear at this point. You are like, it's not looking good.
I vote yes on the cutting the rope thingies. That was a good idea, Yaia. Thank you.
Glad to hear it.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to convert maybe some sorcery points to spell slots, so I have more of them.
Go for it.
That's my turn.
Gimbal, your turn.
So there is one undead in front of me, yes?
Yes. They all are like looking perfectly fine. They're not damaged, and they look as strong as the ones that were up before.
I think then I'm going to do. I'm in survival mode.
Yes.
Good job you have advantage on survival checks.
Hey! I'm going to use Bastion of Law, which allows me to expend sorcery points to create a barrier around me. So I'm spending 2 sorcery points, and I basically have if I get hit, I can expend d8s, up to 2 d8s to reduce the damage.
Cool.
And I'm casting. Oh no, wait! I think that's an action, so I can't do anything else.
Okay.
You do a bonus action spell? Oh, you don't have any spells.
You can convert sorcery
You can do it with a
points
cantrip.
in case there's anything.
I don't have enough sorcery points to do a quicken spell, so I can't do a cantrip either. I'm just gonna hunker down.
Yep.
Jacob, your turn.
So what has Gambol done to the rope things then? Are they
Gambol
still
hit
some...
one of them. There's a number left,
I set fire to one.
and it looked like it affected the gunge.
Okay, in which case I'm going to use Eldritch Blast again. 2 separate beams to hit 2 separate bits.
Oh, smart.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Roll to hit and then roll damage.
So that is 7 plus 7, 14,
That hits.
and 7 plus 7, 14.
Cool, both of those hit.
Yep. And that is... One of them takes 13, and the other takes... one takes 13 force, and the other takes 6 force and 3 fire.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so one of them still is like, it's looking bad, worse for wear, but it still stands. The other one does fall, and when this one falls, the like, it's already pretty strained, this thing, because it's actually smaller than it's meant to be. It's not. It's a weird edge case that this is happening. And when this happened, the one, like, it takes a second, and then the one that you hit, like, after a split second, cracks again and snaps back, and the others start to snap at the same time until they all snap, and this sort of ball of gunge falls to the floor, and the thralls around you fall down, sort of seemingly sort of unpossessed.
Oh, thank
Essentially.
goodness.
And you stand in this pit of guns.
I'm floating.
Sorry, you don't, but everyone else is standing in the gunge.
Yes.
And you're out of initiative.
Yay!
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm not gonna lie. Half of me thought that was going to end in a lot worse.
Yeah.
Well, you might still
Question
be
mark.
dead. So, is Yaia still dead?
You're sort of standing there, trying to figure out whether you're still dead, right? And yeah, like, it's taking you a second, and then you fall unconscious.
Yeah. Dang it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, the only one who knows any healing spells. Great.
I can cast a gentle repose on her, but that'll take 10 minutes, and I don't know if it'll help.
Is her heart... Is she moving in any way?
No, she looks the same as she did before, but
So,
now
like,
not
dead.
moving. Yeah. It's hard to tell when someone's gone from dead to now dead.
Double dead.
Yeah, like, have they died or are they just asleep?
Gimbal,
Yeah.
I vote your
Yep.
restarting the heart idea might not be a bad idea right now.
Gimbal tries to get some electricity going, and
Oh, can't.
he's getting ready to yell, "Clear!"
Before you do this,
I'm going to give you guidance
could
if that's possible.
everyone roll me a perception check?
Oh, I
Okay.
don't
Presumably,
like
this does
that.
not include me.
Yes, obviously not including you.
12 minus 2.
Okay.
10.
You weren't lying that he doesn't have any wisdom.
18.
That's a 3.
Cool.
So 5.
Gimbal, I'm guessing what it is that you're just happen to be facing the right way more than anything, and the other two are like,
No, it's
Just
because
facing
everyone
them.
else is stupid.
I mean, it's also that, but like,
Yes.
a big part of it is you're looking directly at a cloaked humanoid figure that that has just appeared out of thin air, basically, directly behind you.
The real Yaia.
Do you want to do anything particular, or shall I just continue narrating?
I'm gonna shout to alert the others. Hey, who? Where's the accent?
British.
Everybody, who is that?
And this cloaked figure is like a black, long cloak. They honestly, they look like a figure of death.
Great.
And
I pull out Myra and kind of like hold her up in the direction, kind of like holding Simba in The Lion King, just like out. This kind of in a warning
that's
sense.
that's the thematic reference we're going for here.
Yeah.
This humanoid figure is looking around at the scene behind them, where this like big mass of stuff is, and all of this goo on the floor, and they turn back and look at you, and you see what you see depends on who you are, to be honest.
Ooh.
You see a person that is incredibly nondescript, entirely depending on who you are. The least interesting person you have probably ever seen, without being interesting because they're so uninteresting. It's like the perfect point of uninteresting things. It's aggressively bland, without actually being aggressive in any way.
Okay.
And they turn to you and they say, "Hi, sorry about all this. This is a mistake on our part. One sec." And then they turn back to this blob, and they're kind of ignoring you. They're just saying stuff, and they gesture with their hand, and everything in this room, the gunk, the blob in the middle, the tendrils that are now hanging from the floor, is gone. And you see this empty cavern with several bodies on the floor.
I hold up Myra again and say, "You missed something."
And they turn back and they go, "No, that's all right."
No.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
And then they go, "Yeah, we're really sorry about that. Stuff gets away from us sometimes."
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Do you have a feedback form or something?
Who are you? Who is we?
unimportant. We're like, really, it doesn't matter.
No, I think it's pretty important for me personally, and also my unconscious friend here.
Oh,
Do you want this doll? Do you want her?
Jacob,
no, the doll's yours.
No. What?
And they go, "No, yes, your friend. And they wave their hand very before it was like a large sweeping gesture. This is like the tiniest movement, of like a flick of a wrist. And Yaia, one sec, I need to roll dice.
On a 1, Yaia dies. On a 20,
You get a rich.
she becomes a god.
Yes.
You get 106 temporary HP. What? Plus your normal HP, plus back to normal maximum.
Normal maximum, not my
And
reduced maximum.
this temporary HP will only last 24 hours. It's not forever.
Yaia is temporarily a god.
Still, I've already forgotten what the number was.
106.
I flicked their wrist a little bit too much there.
106.
And they're like, "Oh, it's fine." And they go, "Well, cool. Lovely to meet you. Bye." And they're gone.
No, not bye.
Oh.
What?
They are gone. There's nothing there. Not even a trace of them.
What just happened?
The worst customer service I've ever seen.
I feel like I've had like 500 cups of coffee.
Yeah, you feel amazing. This is like the most alive you've ever felt, which is like, and it's extra big because it's gone from the most dead you've ever felt to the most alive you've ever felt.
So, you fell unconscious, and then this weird cloaked figure, like, came up and, like, kind of got rid of everything and was really mysterious and enigmatic and didn't tell us who they are.
And they didn't even take Myra with them. They took all this stuff, but they didn't take the most scary thing.
Did they look like this? And she'll hold out the medallion again. It's obsidian, and it has a skull on it. It probably didn't look like that.
Like, if you squint at it, like, maybe? No, I'm sorry, no.
Huh. One day I'll figure it out.
Yeah. You feel the cavern shudder a little bit. You're not sure about the structural integrity of this cavern.
Oh, okay.
should go.
Jacob disappears. He misty steps out of there.
Misty Step's like, what, 15 feet?
I mean, it's quite a you are like quite deep underground, and you have to see where you're going. So
Yes.
Yeah.
He misty steps 30 feet towards the door.
Let's go.
It's the anime run with the occasional teleport.
As they go, I think Gambol's probably the last person out, and she just, like, turns around and just gives the cavern, like, a glare.
A big old rude gesture.
it glares back.
The best stared back.
You look into the guns and it glares back. But yeah, you leave the cavern perfectly easily, and the house doesn't collapse behind you into the cavern as it would do in most horror movies. But you're very unsure of its structural stability at this point. Like, you would not suggest living there. Although, you might want a basement.
I think we should let... I've forgotten its name. We should let... Gertless, that was the name, yes! We should let Gertless know.
Oh my god, I didn't remember that.
It's because it's right at the top of my notes, and that's what I searched for when I was trying to find my notes in my notes app.
Nice.
And I also recently
nice.
edited the first episode, so
We need to let Gertless know, and nobody else goes near here.
Actually, I think it's probably fine if they go near here now. They're like, that's exorcised. Exorcised.
What?
I mean...
Well, yes, but it might fall on their heads.
Yeah, but you just get in an engineer.
The worst that could happen there is death.
And then we have to come back. I don't want to do that.
We just tell them they need to, like, make sure to get a structural engineer to check things. Structural
If
engineers
it's not
exist in
supernatural,
this
it's not our job.
Yeah, we just it's they could bulldoze it or whatever they do in Fantasyland to bulldoze things. This is in character.
I think for the entirety of, because it's a ritual spell, for the entirety of the walk back up, Gambol has been casting detect magic. So now when I'm like looking around the house, what do I see?
There is still this lingering sort of necrotic energy, but it's a lot less than when you first got here. Like, considerably less. Like, this feels like the leftovers. But also, one of the things you didn't actually notice, this is all of you, is when you entered the house, it didn't really smell of anything. And when you get up there, it smells a bit. It just has a slight faint odour.
Of?
And, yeah, most of the man... Just of, like, house.
Okay.
Like, before it just didn't smell of anything. There was no scent in the air, and now it smells. And, yeah, and there's less magic. You can kind of see it dispersing into the sort of natural thing. And one of the things is when you step outside, there is necrotic energy outside, but it's as if it's dispersing. It's no longer held within the house. But not in a bad way, in a way that would happen in any, like, exorcism, is that, like, it's no longer trapped in the house, it is becoming part of the
The
natural
evil is
world.
spreading throughout the world, but not in a bad way.
Woo!
Yeah.
I think Gambol is like,
In a good way.
like just like as we're kind of advancing away from the house, I think Gambol's just like looking back at it and going, I'm not always an answers gal, but I don't.
That was spooky, yeah.
I didn't like that dude in the hood. I don't know what his deal was.
I should have cast
I don't
Identify
think-
on them.
You don't know until you cast Identify.
This is true. I forgot the main important thing
Nah,
of that spell.
I'm gonna say, if you had cast Identify, you would have died.
Die? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about how y'all feel about this, but I don't think this is the end of whatever this is. I think we've sorted out the problem here, which is good. But if what Yaia says and what Jacob said about the fact that it was like one bit of a larger entity is true, I think we might end up coming across this again in the future at some point.
I
Well,
agree.
that sounds like job security.
Nate, where can we find you?
Oh, you can find me walking away from newly exorcised haunted houses that are now prime real estate, or on Twitter at Nate Scott Jones.
In your
yes,
area.
specifically in your area, wherever you are. Or on Cast of Many Things at Casto Many Things. We do many things.
That they do.
How many?
Like 12?
Jeez.
Oh, wow, that is actually a lot of things.
And may I say, it has been such a delight to have you on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm kind of really sad that you're leaving us now.
It has been great to be here. If you ever need me back, just let me know.
Oh, you bet. Like,
I'm sure that eventually we will see you.
That sounds like job security.
Deck of Many Aces is Am Chisholm, Eiriol Evans, Ellie Webster, Katie McLeod, and me, Chloe Elliott, featuring this episode's special guest, Nate Scott Jones. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Deck of Many Aces, and tweet at us with the hashtag DOMA, that's DOMA. If you like what you hear, please do consider giving us a review. You can review us over on Podchaser or on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We love to hear your feedback, and we love to interact with the lovely listeners that we have listening to this little podcast that we make, so everything is appreciated. You can find the entire original soundtrack to this podcast, written by me, over on my SoundCloud, and if you look on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your music, you can find all the music for the main campaign. You can find Am over on A Rendezvous with Destiny, that's a Scion actual play podcast that she helps to create, and also on the Date Night Drive-In, a film review podcast that she creates with her lovely boyfriend Will. They are going through the top 100 films on IMDb, and the first episode is out now. The second episode will be out at the end of February. So go follow them on Twitter and follow them on Spotify, on your podcast feed, wherever it is you get your podcasts. And she doesn't stop there. Anne will also be on Brain Adventures later this year on the Defectives Club. They're using the Bubblegum Shoe system, and you can find that over on Brain Adventures, wherever you find your podcasts. It's releasing sometime later this year. Ooh, mysteries. You can also find me in many places on the internet. You can find me playing video games and making a fool of myself over on Twitch 3 times a week at twitch.tv/Chloe_with-the-flow. You can also find me over on Dragon's Jewel playing Carrie in the Shattered Realm. That airs over on Twitch on Mondays at 9 PM GMT and is rerun on Tuesdays at 7 PM Eastern Time, which is midnight for those of you over here in the UK. You can also find that over on YouTube or in podcast form if you so wish to listen in a different format. You've already heard about our Acast supporter link today, so I won't go on about it too much, but if you can and you want to, it's very much appreciated, anything that you can donate. It all goes back into the podcast, including advertising, including merch, maybe a website, all these kind of things that we have in the pipeline that we're hoping to be able to do soon. It's all down to you. It's all because of you, and we are very grateful for it indeed. The next episode will be next week. We have finished our Spicy Forest one-shot, and we will be back to our regularly scheduled programming of our main campaign. We will be revisiting the Tall Girls next week on the 18th of February is when that comes out. Have a nice week. Bye!